I know AI is the talk of the town right now, and there are a lot of people that really aren't feeling it. But I want to tell you how I actually use it to maximize my time at work so I can overtly maximize my time outside of work to do the things that I want to do. So, if you are new here, I have been having many conversations around my desire to escape the rat race. Honey, I am tired. Corporate America was just not for me. I left after 21 years, but I'm currently in the nonprofit space. And if I can be honest, I don't necessarily want to transition to another job. I want to step into entrepreneurship. And I know my journey is different. I decided to go back to school 2 years ago, so I'm finishing up grad school. But I still say all of that to say entrepreneurship is just 100% the goal. When I got back home today after my hour-and-a-half commute from work, yes, you heard that right. I was talking to my mom and dad, and they were telling me how they just had a conversation the other day about how much the workforce has changed. And, we aren't staying at jobs for 30 years anymore like they did. And the commitments are just different, and how much AI has shifted the landscape of careers, different pathways, and how it's excelling things in a really quick way. And here's the caveat, because I also overheard some ladies yesterday saying how much that they don't like it and that they're trying to avoid it. And I think with certain reasons, that does make sense, right? I want my graphics to look like me. I want my YouTube thumbnails to look like me. I don't want them to look overly curated and too perfect. But in the same token, AI does have some benefits if you learn how to use it to your benefit. My number one push for myself after I committed to 100 days straight on YouTube and got monetized after 63 days was still figuring out how to use AI to help me with my strategy to refine my videos. I want to be a better speaker, I want to be a better storyteller, and I want YouTube to be one of my main platforms of monetization. I don't want to be on all the Instagrams and the TikToks of the world. I am a woman where I do still enjoy a paycheck, like Whoopi Goldberg says. We still enjoy a paycheck, but I want it to be a paycheck on my own terms. I want it to be paid from my own skill sets and my own expertise, and I no longer want to depend on one income stream from a corporate job or a nonprofit job or anything like that, because I've done that for such a long time now, and I'm exhausted. It's draining. I don't get to spend my time the way that I wanted to. I want my time back. I want more freedom. I want more flexibility. I want to be outside. I want to play more. I want to do so many other things and go on adventures and travels and things like that. So for me, the push to have a different income stream separate from my main job is really important. But AI has helped me in a really good way with creating strategy for like my videos and my thumbnails and my titles. I think that was like my biggest struggle starting on this channel. I think most of us, when we turn this camera on, we're like, what am I talking about? What am I about to say? And that was my struggle. I'm like, I don't know. Have I lived a life? Do I have stories? You do. You absolutely do. So sitting down and actually like just brain dumping, I love the voice record feature. I'm a voice record girl. I'm not typing things out. I barely even type out stuff in text. I use the voice record and just like brain dump, and I express everything that I can about myself, so then it can help me like gather the points and the data and help me make sense of what it is that I can potentially be talking about. So step one, start it there. Brain dump so your AI knows you well, and they can put the pieces of who you are together to be able to start putting stories together about who you are. Separate from that, oh my God, there's literally a tree. Okay, separate from that, that's how small my town is, y'all. Then after I gathered all that information, I started to learn about CPM, cost per metric. Don't quote me, but my coach Glow taught us how to kind of excel our journey, if you will, where you take something personal about yourself and then apply it to a high CPM conversation or topic. And that just really helps push out your views even more. And we know more views is great because more views does generate additional income. It generates more connection. It generates the people that probably, wouldn't have found you commonly in the first place. And my hope with that, as I'm still playing around with that, I've had a couple videos go viral, enough to the point where I got monetized in 63 days, right? And so my hope with that is like the people that find me through those random hits of those higher conversation videos will then find the other ones that maybe are smaller views, but they find the connection point to stay and talk with me. They realize, oh, she went through a health scare too, I can relate to her. Or, oh, she's 37 with no kids, I can relate to her. Or, oh, she wants to leave her job like me, she's been in corporate for forever, I can relate to her. Or, oh, she's on a budgeting journey too, trying to save up her money. Oh, she's gone through a layoff, she's worked in tech, like she's from a small town. All those little random points. She's very adventurous. They can relate to me. So I hope they stay for my in-depth conversations that won't get a lot of views, and I know those won't get a lot of views, but I hope that they find me for the conversations that offer more hits. And higher CPM conversations are like personal development, finance, mental health, travel. There's more, I can't remember the rest of them, but those are what was that? Oh, sorry y'all. I think that was a piece of cotton. Those particular topics are high CPM videos, so those advertisers just pay more money for those, and those can get you in front of a different audience that maybe wouldn't have found me on a normal random Tuesday. So that's a separate point. And then what I like about AI with the strategy is how, sometimes I'll challenge it. Give me unconventional video ideas that I normally wouldn't think of. Go beyond the surface level. I come up with just different topics to ask it for the output, because I don't want to just give you another bland video, but I also realize for myself, I want it to be conversations that I enjoy talking about as well. And I think that's one of the main things. When you have your slew of like whatever your journey is, 21 years in corporate, 21 years in leadership, lived in 3 different states, maybe you moved across country, maybe you hired a dating coach and spent $3,000 on it, maybe you moved back home with your parents at 30, or you're a dog mom and you've rescued 12 dogs so far, or you are a foster dog mom, or you're passionate about baking and you love making sweet potato pie. Like all of those topics are the story of who you are. So talk about things that still bring you joy. Don't so much focus on things that don't, just because they could get a lot of views, or because it's trending and that's what people are doing. No, you be you talk about the beauty of who you are. Maybe you are a mom to 3 autistic kids and it's a struggle, and taking the kids, dropping them off to school, and then battling LA traffic just wears you out. People want to hear that. So whenever I turn this camera on, I have to ask myself, is this going to bring me joy? Does this keep me true to who I actually am? And then is this going to land with like my audience? Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to today? Am I talking to the girl that just got diagnosed with breast cancer? Am I talking to the girl that just beat breast cancer? Am I talking to the girl that's trying to decide if she wants to move back in with her parents and she's 34, she hasn't lived at home in like the last 10 years? Like, who am I talking to today? Am I talking to the girl that knows that she wants to create a second stream of income? She knows she's been waiting and trying and fearful, and she's ready to finally take the leap and start turning on her camera and pressing record to record the video. Who am I talking to today? Who needs today's nugget? And whether it's 1 view, 100 views, or 10,000 views, I still have to show up. And I still know that I'm planting good seeds no matter who I'm choosing to talk to today. So I have to record from that lens, and I have to talk to myself and lead myself from that lens as well. Because I have had some moments where I did get a little discouraged. If I can keep it real with y'all, I've had some videos and I was like, nah, I knew that was gonna be the one. Nobody needed it. Like nobody. Okay. And now I just have to get right back up on the horse because I'm like, Rome wasn't built in a day. It doesn't always land in a day, and that's okay. Keep going because shooters shoot. The more shots that I keep taking, I'm still getting a little further and a little ahead of somebody that is just idolizing behind me, because it gives me more ability to have more data. It gives me more proof of concept. It gives me more ability to pivot. It gives me the ability to get stronger with my voice. Like, this is almost like I'm literally showing up to class every single day. And y'all know I'm already in 3 grad classes right now. Okay, so this is like the 4th class that well, luckily I didn't have to take a student loan out to have. So there's a benefit there. There's always still a benefit because I'm intentional about gaining a benefit for myself. How can I keep your attention? How can I tell you something so honest and it just flows and it doesn't lose your attention? So I think my biggest hurdle too has really been getting over second guessing my voice and what I'm saying. Still knowing what I'm saying is valid, but talking like I'm on FaceTime with a friend, because this is quite literally how I talk to my girlfriends, how I talk to my homegirls, honestly straight up how I talk to my therapist, because I just reach a point where it's like, I got too much I am holding inside here. I gotta let it out. And I need you to hear what I got to say today. Yes, yes, yes. Like, oh, honey, don't tempt me with a good time asking me, Renee, how was your day? Or do you want to talk about anything? Yes, I actually do. I thank you so much for asking, because, girl. So I sometimes have to ask my friends, do you have the capacity to receive what I'm going to say? And when they do, I get very excited. So grateful. But AI, AI, huh? That's what we were originally talking about. A lot of perks when you learn how to lean into it and learn how to use it for your benefit, especially on your YouTube journey. So try some of those things that I shared with you and let me know your stance. Let me know how you feel about the AI wave right now. I guess is it really a wave? Because it's here to stay. So it's probably not really a wave, but let me know how you've been using it for just your personal life. And there's so much more you can use it for, as you know. I not only use it to help me like maximize my time, especially with like strategy and YouTube, but I use it to help me optimize my operations at work as well, just so I can get my time back and I can get things done a lot quicker. Because when you have 11 things on your plate and then you have, 4 other people that have dumped something else on you and your to-do list is just like never ending, it has just helped me cut my execution time in half, quite literally in half, which is why I was even able to leave work at 3 o'clock today. I left work at 3 o'clock at a good time. I hopped on the highway, avoided all traffic, got home in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Golden, 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 golden. This is a season of sacrifice. There's a Dave Ramsey quote that I wanted to quote, because when I was following Dave Ramsey in that era of my life and doing like Financial Peace University, I think he says something along the lines of, when you, is it like live like no one else to give like no one else? Or it's something like that. It's basically doing something that most people won't do to get where most people won't go, is how I process it. And I see this journey like that. I see my entrepreneurial journey like that. I just see even like me betting on myself like that too. Like taking the leap to be able to actually create a life that feels good is so important to me. And at what cost in the same token? I mean, most people won't show up on YouTube every single day for 100 days straight, and I get that. But the reward has been so beneficial because it shows me now that it's possible. And now that we have the benefit of AI, I know that there's some downfalls to it, and it can get a little murky and dangerous depending on what you're using it for. But if you are truly someone that is trying to grow your money and grow your income, learn how to use AI as your assistant, learn how to use it as your strategist, learn how to use it as your coach, learn how to do co-working and co-partnering with it so it can like support you in getting to where you want to go. And at the end of the day, it cannot take away your voice. So find comfort in being exactly who you are. I hope this landed and I hope this resonated. All right, y'all. Until the next video, peace out, and I'll talk to you later.